je m'appelle Chloé. I'm very happy to have this release on digital records with a super nice remix from Roman Flügel.
Hallo, mein Name ist Roman Flügel. Hello, my name is Roman Flügel. I'm having a remix for Chloé coming out on digital records, and I'm more than happy about it. What does dance music mean to me? Well, it plays a very, very big part of my life, I have to say, and as soon I was able to experience dance music, I wanted to experience it. I mean, I lived it already when I was finishing high school, and since then I never stopped somehow. I kept on going, and I think it's an important part. It could be an important part for many, many people, maybe for everyone, because it gives you a certain freedom of experience also, if you have the right setting, the right setup, and your body reacts it can react very intense to dance music, which is a good experience, I think. Yeah, it changes your life. Yeah.
Yes, I do agree also with Roman. I mean, I had kind of the same way of approaching dance music. I mean, the term in general, dance music, can be a bit pejorative, but in a way it includes all the kind of electronic music, and I somehow it saved my life in a way, and I grew up with electronic music, and I'm happy to still have it in my life, and I really feel that I can't stay away from electronic music and the scene, and I really like the fact that it brings all the people together on something, and there's a kind of communion that I really love, and whenever a party is finished, I mean, of course I'm happy to have some time to do other things, but I'm happy also to come back. And I really realized when there was COVID that I really missed it, and I really missed the bass in my body somehow. I mean, it's not just listening to music, it's just feeling the music. And I think this is the main thing about this music. It's the feeling you have inside your body, actually. It's like really an introspective experience, very deep, that a lot of music can bring, but electronic music can bring you in a really high level.
Yeah, I mean, I know Chloe for quite some years already, and I know her music for a long time, and I'm a big fan since day one, I have to say, since her first releases. And so when I was asked to do a remix, I obviously said yes, right away. And she's capable of producing one good record after the other. So there's never any disappointments. So that means something, huh? Really. I'm a big fan.
Thank you, Roman, for the kind words. And thank you for the remix too. Well, I think Roman has always this capability, whatever music is, and to bring always bring something special, and to bring his own singularity in the music. So, and what I really like in Roman's music, it's always whatever mood he's going into, I always agree. So I was really curious to see the way he would treat my music, and I really felt there was a kind of respect in my own music, but also bringing something really from Roman's style. And this is something I really feel sensitive and close somehow in the approach. And as Roman says, sometimes if you are doing a remix, sometimes you don't feel really connected with the music, and you can also just do something very different. But here I felt there was something where he wanted somehow to respect also the music, and this is something I really felt, and this is probably something that is coming from also Roman's identity too as a person somehow. So yeah.
The thing about this remix is, or with remixes I have the most fun with, is if you have a great track already and the foundation you can work with. If you get the stems, so the different tracks, and you realize, okay, there's so much potential and there's so much beauty in it already, and the production is interesting, then you just add little things here and there, and that's a remix in the classic sense. It's not like that you create something completely new, because that's something you would do maybe when the track is not, you know, when there's still. But this one was like, everything's there, and I just want to push it a little more in this direction. So I kept a lot of stuff from the original, I think. Yeah. I think what I like a lot about Chloé is that I have the feeling she did it her own way. You know, if you look at her career and the way she created herself with the music, it's something really unique and in a very careful way also, and very true to herself. How many compliments can I make? But it's something really, I think that's something fantastic. And also we have to say, back then when we all like started somehow, and you when we met for the first time, it was still quite unusual. There weren't too many female producers, there weren't too many female DJs either. And you really paved the way for my opinion, for many female DJs and producers these days. We also shared the same agency. We had the same booker, Andrea, for many, many years. No? And I think it's really important to, if I look at Chloé's career or way, that someone is taking care of herself and makes interesting developments without becoming cheap or sell out or whatever. I think that's something really hard to achieve, and she did it.
Yeah, it's true. I remember when I met Roman, and I met also like kind of a crew also in Germany, and there was magnet booking with Andrea, and we were connected all together, and there was all these artists I really loved and I really felt close by. Even everyone has its own singularity and identity, and I really felt like kind of a house in a way in this booking agency, but also when I was going to play a lot at Robert Johnson and being like invited like as a guest, but it was not just being invited like as a regular like DJ. You were really like the Ada and all the crew was so much taking care of us with a in a special way that is still nowadays very rare, and I think especially nowadays I really enjoy it, and this is something that I still love about all this crew that is still there. Even each one now is doing also its own thing. We're still, I think, in a way connected in our approach of music, and this is what I really also respect from Roman's music and own identity. I would kind of say maybe the same thing that Roman has always done his approach in electronic music its own way, and I really respect the way he was always doing his way, and it was always, whenever he was releasing music or doing a set, was always good. Wherever it was going on, it was always very good. And I really like to say this nowadays because there's so much diversity and so much versatility, which is great, but there are not so many good producers that can also be really good DJs, and this is something I really, really like from Romance.